Oh shit! I just went live. Hey there, beer
Oh
tubers. Welcome
no,
back.
Nick is live without me. I'm here, Nick. Don't worry,
No.
I'll be here. I promise.
Right. Welcome back to the Albino Rhino Beer. No, not the.
Yeah.
We're here with Maxwell Star Beer. We're doing Beer Analysis 101. It's just me and Greg tonight. Everybody else either called in sick or dead or apathetic. So
Or they're
we're
they're
doing
on
gas
call.
station beers tonight. So what the solution tonight is going to be is me and Greg. I'm gonna bring Greg up here. We're gonna be double fisting tonight. We'll get into what beers we're gonna do. We're each gonna do two, and hey, we got two viewers. Anyway, watching, let us know what you're drinking. What's waiting for the worms? Is he quoting Pink Floyd, like The Wall? Anyway,
You're asking the wrong person, Nick. No
that's a
clue.
music reference. You won't get it. All right, so
Yeah.
we are doing gas station / corner store / grocery store beers, just whatever you can find in that off place that isn't the government run agency. Although technically speaking, if it's a convenience store in New Brunswick, it's still an agency, an MB Liquor agency store. It just doesn't have as much selection. But that's the topic. What's the ideal beers we can pick up anywhere? So first of all, I'm going to give it to Greg over on this side and say, hi, Greg.
You're here. Hi, Nick.
Right.
Well, I completely interpreted your topic in a different way. So first of all, I just want to thank. I know Lady Lee would like to be here and thank him personally, but I would like to thank Doug Ford for putting beers into gas stations and convenience stores. It's what we all wanted. And I know if Lady Lee was here, she would be here saying how much she appreciates. She may not love everything he does, but this is the best thing he's ever done, and she 100% supports him.
Right.
But so I feel at this point as a man I can speak for a woman. So she'll. I'm just conveying that. Doug Ford, if you're watching, thank you, buddy, and give us some more of those cheesecake recipes. So when it comes to convenience stores and gas stations and stuff, I don't shop at gas stations like ever, and I pretty much never shop at convenience stores. So not really the person, but I do know what they carry. And they carry very similar to the grocery store beers. So you got your Molson Canadian, you got your Bud Light, you got your Coors Light. You do have a GLB's made its way into some convenience stores. In fact, there's a little strip mall not too far from my house. There's Domino's Pizza there and a fish and chips place. And a few times I've been there, I saw the convenience store that's located right beside them, and GLB's in their little cart, and they're refilling the guy's refrigerator, little Max Milk or whatever it is, or a no-name convenience store. So anyway, we got options at convenience stores. They're not terrible. However, I interpreted things just a little bit differently. So
Okay.
I don't shop at gas stations. I don't shop at convenience stores like pretty much ever. So I'm thinking to myself, I need to put myself back into my youth. So I thought, okay, after school sometimes we'd go to the local 7-Eleven. And we were like high school, so it was like we weren't of drinking age. So it was like, okay, we weren't going there to buy booze. I mean, not that you could even buy booze there back then anyway. But what would you sometimes buy? That's right, you would buy a slushie. So I brought a slushie beer. This is Milton Dew.
Milton Dew? What the fuck is that?
Sour soda ale. And I do have a second slushie beer as well. But because they say store refrigerator, it'll explode, I've kept it in the fridge, so you'll discover that one later. But this is a Milton Dew, and I double-checked. I made sure I followed the rules. It is a sour soda ale. It is a beer. Actually, it says right there, beer. So see, Mr. Russell, and if you're watching, I'm not cheating. And you'd go to 7-Eleven, you get yourself a slushie, and then you drink that and feel all cool as you got your sugar rush. So I bought this, what is ultimately going to be probably an absolutely terrible fucking beer to give me the gas station experience of I'm going to go and get a fucking garbage slushie. The only thing I could have done even better, Nick, is if they had a hot dog beer, but I couldn't find a hot dog beer. So
that's
it comes in at 5% up.
Sour soda ale. Okay.
Comes in at 5%. Actually, I'll show you the other one I got. Give me a second. Then I'll throw it back in the fridge. But
right.
Just like
you're doing two right tonight.
Yeah, that's what we said. Hold on. I mean, I do have I do have an Imperial Stout, but you can't find those at gas stations, so that would be.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, it's like I suppose if you want to interpret it as something that reminds you of a gas station, we'll let it slide. But I was thinking like you got to get this at a gas station or convenience store.
I mean, I can fucking review a Canuck if you want. I mean, I can get that at a convenience store or gas station. I just don't think me reviewing it for the 18th time would be that interesting.
Oh shit! We have a third wheel.
I thought I'd join you guys because it looked very pathetic having you guys here.
Thank you, Dan.
When it comes to us being here, it's very pathetic. So
thank you. We're going to be talking about bikes all night. Thank you. And look at this. Look at this. To celebrate Dan, look at this. It's like the fates predicted this. Another Third Moon beer. It's another slushy. It's an IPOC painkiller.
He is the pain. Never mind. Yeah. Oh my God.
What?
Another slushy beer. Smoothie sour ale with pineapple, orange, and coconut. Perfect thing you'd want to pick up at a gas station.
I don't think that would be good for picking up at a gas station, but that's just me.
Well, that's what I'm going with.
Well,
so now that Dan's here, Nick can technically kick me out if he doesn't like my beer selection.
now,
okay. Well, since
Russ is not here to enforce the rules, so I'm just going to go over to Dan. Hey, Dan, how you doing today?
Hi.
And thanks for showing up.
No worries. If I have to run away, I've got food on the way. If I get a call, I have to run away. So, but I'll stick around as much as I can here because you know what? I had beers in my fridge and I thought maybe I should just do this as a gasoline beer. So, I mean, think about it this way. If you're traveling in Europe, how many stations or how many places would have a gasoline beer? Like how many gas
Probably
stations
everywhere.
Beer?
I don't know.
So I thought all the stuff that I got recently, and I haven't had a chance to really, showcase it. My God, this is the perfect opportunity. So picture yourself in a lovely, picturesque place of
yourself in a boat on the river with marmalade trees and
the Czech Republic.
What?
Okay, my beer didn't explode. That's good.
Let's say that you're in the Czech Republic. So you're driving. You need to go and have a beer from the Czech Republic. So we're going first of all.
I just wrote down what I think that is. So
okay, tell me what you think it is.
looks like a Pilsner Urquell. No, it's a Kozel. Oh, yeah, I could see that being at
a gas station.
I can see that as a gas station, probably in Ontario even.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since I've never been to Ontario, I'm just going to say it's from Europe. So,
well, it could very well also be in a gas station in Alberta. Let's face it.
We don't have beer in Alberta in gas stations.
Okay, grocery store in Alberta.
Okay,
you know what? Like that. That's when I've seen like budget LCBOs.
Well, where do you think I bought it? So I mean, okay, you're not wrong there. So, and you said we're double fisting tonight.
Hell yeah!
And if you want, I mean, you're technically working, so
that's true. Well, if it comes down to it, I've got another one here. And again, picture yourself in the mountainside of Poland.
Ooh!
Oh, we're going after Greg's territory here.
Hell yeah!
Hells yeah!
Apparently, this is exceptional taste, traditional recipe. Greg, what do you think it is?
It's a Tiski.
Close, but not quite. It does start with a T.
Is it itch? Oh, Tatra. Ooh, Tatra. So, there we go. Budget LCBO beer.
I'm bringing the big boys tonight because I read the memo. I went with it and I thought, I've got shit in my fridge I gotta get rid of. So there we go.
All right. There you go. All right. So my turn to get into the beers that I brought. So I took the interpretation that I said I gotta get a beer at the grocery store. The whole going out to a gas station and they're almost 20 kilometers away from here was a side thought when I was like, I want to go for a bike ride tonight. Where should I go? But what I did on my lunch break is I went to a grocery store and went to look, said, okay, what beers can I get? And considering the whole theme of this episode was inspired by the fact that Mr. Lee Russell isn't going to be here tonight because he's working at his grocery store job, I figured, what beers can I get at the grocery store that'd be the most appropriate for tonight's beer? And I was thinking, like, well, let's face it, Steam Whistle. And then I feel like if I was to pick out Steam Whistle, that Lee Russell would unfriend me. So I decided to go with another beer that was sitting there, which is a double IPA, Trailway Ooze.
That's a better choice.
Yeah, that's and canned. It's actually not that old. It's canned May 18th, so it's only a month old. It's pretty good.
All right.
So that's my grocery store beer.
All right,
so the other side of things,
I'm bringing out my Imperial Barrel Aged Stout that fucking I bought at a grocery store too.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I did indeed buy this at a grocery store at the Superstore on Rossay Avenue in St. John.
Oh,
so the other one was when I got home tonight, I waited for a storm to pass. My Wednesday night bike ride got canceled. And then I got thinking, like, wow, where do I, like, there's an agency store in the Kingston Peninsula, which is about 15, 20 kilometers away from here. What if I was to try and bike out there and bike back and get there and back within 2 hours and pick some stuff at what's a real gas station corner store in the middle of the country that has beer? So I'm like, this is literally the goal I was thinking in my head when I got conceived of this idea, is that I wanted to really get a gas station beer. What gas station beers can I get my mitts on? Real authentic gas station beers. And then I got thinking, like, I wish my buddy Scott would come on tonight's episode. So I'm going to arrange to pick him up some beers and then give them to him so he can drink. And of course, the first beer that came to mind was the old standby. Like, Scott would drink this one if I was to have if he Scott will drink this if somebody gives it to him. He won't buy it.
I don't know why Scott didn't show up, Nick. Good for you. You scared him away.
That said, I'm not going to drink that one tonight. So out of solidarity. So I mean, the other option was I was going to give him this too, which is Picaroon's Man's Best Friend. But that said best friend was a no-show tonight too. So I wanted to pick. Wow. I literally picked out, and I'm not shitting you, this was one of the options. As soon as I saw it, I had to pick it up because I'm like, what the fuck? I'm getting that. And it is Unibrew's Le Fin de Monde that I got in a gas station in the country.
I can confirm that your gas station and grocery stores have way better beer than ours. Way better.
Yep.
I was just like, what the fuck? There's a Fin de Monde sitting there? I'm grabbing that.
Yeah, we don't get any of that. We get big name brand beers and like a few flagship craft beers, and that's it. Like there's none of that fancy shit. You know, no double IPAs. Fucking. I'm sure we can get Moosehead too.
So, I'm gonna crack open my beers and pour them.
My Milton Dew did not at all explode.
So what's your history with that? I'm assuming we kind of already sort of know your history with Third Moon because I never even heard of this Milton Dew. What's up with that?
So this Milton Dew, it's a regular of theirs. They always have it. I've never tried it before actually because it's a sour soda ale. It's also technically classified as a slushy. So basically, it's not something Greg would normally buy, except today. So never tried it. But Third Moon, as I've said, I've tried their stuff over the years a bunch of times. Back when during COVID, I started drinking their stuff because our local bar would get them in, and to try to save the local bar because I knew they were going to go bankrupt, which they eventually did. But they're a great craft beer bar in Etobicoke, and they had Third Moon products. They were, of course, overpriced, but during COVID, when everyone had to get takeout, it was like, oh, I can get these Third Moon beers for like $10 each, which is like, I don't even know if delivery existed then. So it's like, okay, well, it's a lot better than having to drive out to find where Third Moon is. So anyways, I pick up their stuff for $10 a pop, with the takeout. So I get 3 of them, would get our burger or whatever the fuck we ordered from them. And that's when I first started trying Third Moon. And they don't distribute very well, and their ordering sucks because you literally have to order 4 of beers, and when a lot of their beers are between $7 to $10 each. That becomes an expensive 4-pack when I just want to try one most of the time. So, however, my dumb ass didn't realize that in Milton, right where I go mountain biking, they're literally almost on my way home. They're a block out of my way. And I can walk you right into their nice little shop, and they will hand me all the beers I want, and I can buy one of each, and that's great. So, how many years was I biking in that same area? Wow, Jesus, Nick, he's like fucking through that monster.
I want to get it off my desk because now I'm double fisting other stuff
There you go.
while I'm on call.
It's like you got two different interracial titties in your hands. It's great.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why now whenever I go to Milton to go mountain biking, I go to Third Moon. Well, I usually hit up Orange Snail, another brewery that's right there. So these are both on my way home. This is directly on my way home. Third Moon is like a block out of my way. I just go past it, go to Third Moon, swing back onto the highway. Those guys' beers are very mid, but they do make some interesting stuff. And occasionally you'll just walk in there on a summer afternoon and they have like an imperial stout they just made. Sorry, an imperial barrel-aged stout they just made, which is kind of awesome. They don't really tend to follow a lot of trends like other breweries do, where they actually make stuff like that in the summer, which is kind of cool. Otherwise, it's an okay brewery. I mean, can't say it's amazing, but it's definitely not bad either. And then you got Third Moon, which I think I've said before, but Third Moon, they're all hazies, so Dan would be masturbating all over them.
I masturbated to them before, so it's okay.
There we go. I expect that. I will say everything they make is better the more alcohol it has. They're single IPAs. They're all hazies. Meh. They're nothing special. Again, if you really like hazes, they probably make some good stuff. I just don't care for it. Their doubles are pretty good. Their triples are fuck you, Nick. Their triples are among the best. Their triples are absolutely fantastic. Now, granted, for the usual $10 a can or close to that they charge, you'd expect them to be pretty damn good. But yeah, their triples are fucking good. Their imperial stouts are pretty good. They do a lot of pastry stouts. Like I'm saying, like Dan, if you live near them, you'd go bankrupt buying their shit.
I would.
It's a Dan brewery. It's a Dan and a Chris brewery. Like you guys would just go crazy over it. But yeah, overall, pretty positive things. They're very overpriced. They're even more expensive than Bellwoods is, and they don't have the real estate to even make that excuse. They're in a fucking warehouse in Milton. They don't pay anything for rent. They just know people are going to buy their shit, and they seem to sell out of everything. So evidently they're making the money they want to make. So.
Yep.
But that's my long-winded way of saying I've never had this before.
Nice. All right. Dan?
Well, I saw this. Actually, come to think of it, Co-op is still a grocery store, isn't it?
What's that? Co-op?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the co-op liquor is basically, that's where I got this. So
it qualifies then, doesn't it?
It does. Holy shit. I just thought about that. Because I picked up a 6-pack and it was like 10% off and everything. And I thought, well, I'll pick up this stuff. My history with it. Well, how do you say in Czech that this is my first time having it?
Ask AI.
Zdrovia.
Hold on. What's the thing you want to say in Czech? This is my first time having it?
Yep.
It's check yourself before you wreck yourself.
In Czech, can you say this is my first time having it?
Jasně, řeknu to česky. Tohle je poprvé, co to mám. Když budeš něco takového říkat v konverzaci, určitě to bude znít přirozeně.
I think she went and did everything. But yeah, so this is my first time having it.
I only want you to say this is my first time having it. Don't say anything else. Just say that one sentence. This is my first time having it in Czech.
It's my first time, gentlemen.
There you go.
Can you repeat that because somebody was rude and interrupted?
Tohle je poprvé, co to mám.
Thank you.
Anytime. If anything else pops up,
I love AI.
Right.
Okay, I will be back.
It
My
goes to
order's on
swing
the
the
way.
punch.
But yeah, this is my first time having it. Sorry to interrupt there, Greg. My first time having it. Never had this burrito before, so I will be back with my food, and I'll see you guys in a second.
You didn't talk about Tatra.
Oh,
It's
the
first
other
time
one,
having that
first time
too?
having it too. Yeah.
All right, we'll roll with that. Okay, so my go. Fin de Monde. I have an extensive history with this beer. It's probably one of the earliest craft beers I had. I'm pretty sure I had this in like 2019, 2010, something like that. Well, before I started doing my beer review channel. Brew's been a long-standing favorite of mine. And this kind of Belgian-style triple, but made by a brewery in Quebec, which is owned by Sleeman, is a longtime favorite of mine. I've had it numerous times over the years. I'm pretty sure we've even beer analysis it, and I've done a review on it. I'm not going to get into terrible details of that. Trailway Ooze, on the other hand, this beer came out in 2019. I've never reviewed it. We've never, obviously, done a beer analysis on it. I can't remember if I brought it on the BYOB at one point before, but I'm just going to forget that happened. Because I forget that happened, to be honest. But I've had it numerous times. This is like one of my go-to double IPAs from Trailway. If I want to get a double IPA,
Trailway Ooze.
OOZ.
Yeah, no, I definitely haven't had that before.
I forget. It actually says on it, so hops. And I feel like this is different. Like, I feel like maybe the hop profile now is different than it was years ago. Because I don't remember. Looking at the list of hops on it, it says Sabro, Citra, and Galaxy, and I don't remember this having Sabro before. It doesn't taste any different though. Like it's good. Like and I don't really want to spoil the review, but I don't remember having Sabro before, but I could be wrong. But it came out in 2019, so Sabro was a thing at that point. And it's been one of my go-to double IPAs for years. Like if I want to pick up a double IPA from Trailway, it's the gold standard.
Doesn't mean you can get it in a grocery store. That's convenient.
Yeah, well, I got this. Yeah, I got this in a grocery store, and I was actually quite surprised. A month-old can of ooze sitting in a superstore. Sure, I'll grab that. Nothing wrong with that. And I should also say, like, just to add a little content here, I feel like New Brunswick grocery stores, I'm not really sure what's going on, but we've had booze in grocery stores for a few years now. I think they started popping in grocery stores in or around COVID. And the odd thing is that Sobeys has recently, in the last couple of years, been getting rid of their beer selection. I think the big East Point Sobeys, which is the largest Sobeys we have in the area, still has a small beer section, despite the fact that there's an indie liquor next door to them. But like the Sobeys in Quispam, like Sobeys in Rossay, which is just outside of Quispam, has no beer section. The Sobeys, I think, on the west side doesn't have any beer. And it's just like any Sobeys at other Sobeys, like Sobeys in North End St. John doesn't have a beer section. So it's just like Sobeys seems to be getting rid of their beer selection, but every superstore still has theirs. Which is, and that's odd considering like the superstore in KV, the liquor store is literally part of the building, like right next door. You can go get your beer there too, on your way out. I mean, so, but Sobeys seems to be getting rid of it, but Sobeys has like, they're not located next to a liquor store, so why are they getting? I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like our grocery store is getting rid of beer. Is it not selling well in grocery stores, or is it just Sobeys?
I mean, like at the little strip mall we have just over here, like 5 minutes away that I could walk to, but I don't because I have a car. You got the little LCBO. It's nothing special, but it's a decent LCBO. It got renovated not too long ago. And then you got the grocery store, and they have their whole wall of beer and wine, which I swear to God, I don't know what sells there. And I also don't know why the fuck people would go there instead of just going to the LCBO, which is a couple doors down. I'm like, do I want warm, unrefrigerated, questionable, how long it's been their beer versus the LCBO, which, yes, the LCBO might have aged the beer for us as well. But to me, I'm like, at least the LCBO, they refrigerate it. So, but I guess if you really don't give a fuck, you're just like, I don't want to walk the extra couple steps down because they've had it for years. So evidently it must sell enough for them to keep stocking it. But I don't know. The biggest problem, see, I'm all for let's open things up, let's put things everywhere. The problem being is that any place, whether it's a grocery store, gas station, convenience store, they're all just satellites of the LCBO because the LCBO controls what they can get, what they can bring in, and what the price of it is. Like, I would like a system where like somebody can open up their own private beer shop and they can import some rare fucking beers from around the world and they can charge what they want for it. You know, like a nice private system. Whereas now it's like, even though, yeah, convenience stores have stuff, grocery stores have stuff, and that's nice. I like it. It's a step in the right direction. The LCBO still controls everything, and that's fucking annoying.
And that's the same thing with here. I'd like to see opening up. I like to see like more beers coming in, but everything that you have, everything you can buy in the grocery store or in the convenience stores in the country, you can get it at the NB Liquor. So I mean, you go to the NB Liquor store, you're gonna be able to get the exact same selection plus more. Sometimes you go to one of these agency stores and you'll find like old stock on the shelf, which is interesting because it's like some beer you missed. Then you might be able to go to one of these stores and you find some leftovers. Like there's that agency store located about 40 minutes from here that's in Norton, New Brunswick. That's often I call the place where beers go to die, and you sometimes find like craft beers that, okay, we got a batch of this in. They distribute it to all stores. Well, suddenly you go to this one agency store and they have some of those beers left over that are long gone out of the local. They're old, but they're leftovers and they're awesome sometimes, but not always because they're fucking old.
Well, that's the nice thing about when I used to go to Michigan. Sometimes you'd find like really old barrel aged, like, because in Michigan everything's private for the most part. The only thing they control is the price. There's a minimum you can sell hard liquor for, but everything else is private. Do whatever you want with it.
Like I remember going across the border, and this is years ago. Last time I went across the border was in 2018 with I went over to Lewiston, New York with Chris to visit Joe. And I remember going to a Tops grocery store in somewhere else too. I think maybe it's just Tops. And they had a shit ton of selection of weird, rare beers. And I'm thinking, like, but when you go to the States, going to the States to a grocery store or a convenience store is completely different than it is here. Because all of the beers you go at a convenience store are basically just, it's still a very limited selection. Where if you go to a store in the States, it's fucking shelf turds. And those shelf turds at some of these stores might be old, but they're fucking wild shit. Some of them, man. Well, like that's for Canadian to walk into these stores, it's fucking wild to see some of these things.
Well, that's the thing, is because it's private, they never fucking, like, if it doesn't sell, it sits on the shelf until it sells. So you can get like some crazy barrel-aged beers that you might be able to pick up like fucking 10-year-old vintages of because it's been sitting there. Now, whether it's good or not is a different story. But you can certainly try it and find out for yourself.
Yeah, there was some beers. I remember seeing some like particular like vintages of barrel aged. I can't remember exactly what, but I was just like looking at the selection. They had hundreds of beers sitting there, and I was just like looking through this. I'm like, I don't know what to buy. There's so much stuff here. Yeah. And that place in Lewiston was the craziest place I'd seen. If I was to go to Calais, Maine, which is the nearest cross-border town here, the selection wouldn't be nearly as good, but it would still be pretty friggin' interesting to go to like the Hannafords or something in the across the border.
I mean, that's the thing about the States in general. Like even South Carolina is just like, you go into a beer store, and their beer stores are like they're fucking like practically like half the size of a Walmart. They're huge. You just
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck to buy. There's so many goddamn beers. Like even a grocery store, you can be overwhelmed with the selection. When you go to an actual beer shop, holy Christ! Like I don't know what the fuck to buy half the time. I'm like I have to go to the single section, just pick out stuff because I'm like, there's no way I can buy a 6-pack of anything because there's just too much stuff to buy.
It's
Like
too much
to have
stuff.
everything.
Like,
It's like, oh my god!
When you're a Canadian going across the border, like you can only bring so much back.
Well, yeah, no, most of the stuff I buy, it ends up
Hi.
getting drunk while I'm there. I mean, we were in South Carolina for like 10 days or something, so it pretty much, and we were flying, so it was like, yeah, very little came back with me.
It's just
but it was enjoyed.
It kind of reminiscent about the first times I ever went to like Halifax or something. Like Halifax has got some private beer stores where they get some like rare beers, and like that's one thing I really wish that would be more common throughout Canada. Is I feel like there's some private stores in Nova Scotia and Halifax pretty much in general, because I've never seen them anywhere else in Nova Scotia, but Nova Scotia does allow them, that are more akin to like U.S. liquor stores or Alberta. It's probably more like Alberta stores from what I've seen, because it's like they're a privately run liquor store, but they can bring in whatever they want.
Yeah. I think a combination is good because I don't have a problem with LCBOs. A lot of people want to get rid of the LCBO altogether. I don't. I think the LCBO is a very good resource. And the thing is, there's LCBOs everywhere. So really, I mean, putting stuff in convenience stores is only mildly more convenient. Like I'd say maybe if you don't own a car or something, then it's more convenient. But there's so many LCBOs out there. It's like you're not hurting to get booze anyway. And I like the LCBOs. It's very easy to track down products. You have to be like Dan fucking going to like 18 different stores to get maximum ice or whatever.
I kind of think of like I would rather liquor stores be more like Quebec. With Quebec is you have the government run agency liquor stores that have a certain selection, and they got of course a better selection of world beers than you would have here. But they also have lots of private stores that are like convenience stores, like dépanneurs. That oftentimes, as long as it's like Alberta, like as long as it's approved by the Liquor Commission of the province, you can bring in whatever you want. And I would love to see that.
Yeah. I mean, I like the best of both worlds. Dan, I demand to know what you're eating. It looks delicious.
Yeah, Dan, what are you eating?
From you chewing on it, it looks delicious.
I've got burger, sweet potato fries, and chicken wings.
Ooh.
There you go.
Where'd you get the burger from?
The pub just down the road from me.
How many chicken wings?
I think it's a pound, so 12 of them.
That's not bad for a pound. I guess
it was
$18
though.
Yeah, that sounds like 2 pounds. Well, okay, 2 pounds here can be anywhere from 2 pounds can be anywhere from fucking like I guess maybe $18 to $25. Well, that can be more than that actually, if I'm being fair. So I take back what I said. But
shitty part is I probably should have gone to the pub because I can get those chicken wings cheaper. It is wing night.
Oh yeah, they don't do the takeout.
No, so that's okay. I want wings. I got wings, and I also
burger looks good. I like sweet potato fries. I don't have sweet potato fries very often, but they're very tasty.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the dip that they usually have with it.
Yes, is it like a kind of a sriracha type?
Yeah,
Chipotle. Yeah, sorry, I got my spices wrong. Yeah, Chipotle. Yeah, that's usually really good with sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
I just looked up my beer history for BYOBs. This is the first time I've checked out booze for one of these.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
I feel better about never having one.
Yeah, I'll talk more about my opinions on it, but I imagine it's probably drinking a little bit better than Tatra. Anyway, not that I don't like Tatra. I think Causal and Tatra, I think I brought those back I think I don't know if it was the last time I was at Greg's. I know I bought a whole bunch of different weird.
Yeah, you bought the Polish beers. You got really excited for the Polski, and I'm sure it turned out well for you.
Well, you know what, that shit still excites me. Like Tiski or Kozel or Tatra or Lech.
All that
Those
Polish
things,
stuff is
they're weird. They're
perfectly
not.
fine.
They're obviously not as good as something like this, but they're still cool to me.
They're not
That's
bad,
that whole.
and they're well priced. At least in Ontario, they're well priced.
Yeah, like I'm still interested in trying some of these world beers. I like I'm from a time where world beers, like beers from all over different parts of the world, were just as interesting as craft beers. Like, of course, I want to ever release the Trailway comes out with. I want to try every fucking world. I want to try beers from all over the world too.
Yep. Will you review beers from my country?
Yes, I'll review beers from your country, like anything Polish,
Canada?
Right? There you go. I actually did a thing where I reviewed all the Polish beers in the LCBO. They're all kind of middle of the road. They're fine. They're good for what they cost, but they're not great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree. There's not. I mean, Ziski's a pretty tasty beer, but it's like no better than a Stella.
Well, Europe in general has a better standard of a basic bitch lager than fucking like North America does, because they don't add all the garbage to it.
Oh my god, yes, like a Budweiser. I would take it like a Tiski or a Kozel or a Tatra. Oh, way before I would take a Budweiser. Budweiser sucks these days.
Red Horse?
I have no idea what a Red Horse is. I know what a Dark Horse is.
Huh?
Do you guys get Dark Horse?
I don't know if we do or not.
That's a Newfoundland beer. I can get it here.
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
I have the unpopular opinion that I think of the big flagship North American crap lagers, I think Budweiser is actually my favorite. The reason being is because they use rice instead of corn syrup, and rice doesn't offend me nearly as much. So
I get where you're coming
I'm going
from.
to drink one of those crappy beers. That's the one I'm going to go for.
Did we ever do? I'm pretty sure we've done a BA 101 on Bud.
We've done Budweiser, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we've done Bud Light, which we should have done for Pride Month, since they are the #1 beer of the gay people. But sorry, the alphabet people. I was being disrespectful there. We call them the alphabet.
We did do Bud Light 3 years ago. We did Bud Light anything. What day did we do it? August 31st, 2022. We did Bud Light anything on BYO.
Oh, is that you could bring a Bud Light Lime or whatever?
We could bring whatever variation of Bud Light you can get, like lime, like chilada, or apple, or just standard Bud Light. It was an episode with Sexton on it too. Ashley Sexton, and Lady Lee, so she approved of it.
Well, I think that was before the whole Bud Light controversy, so I think back then it was probably acceptable to her people. But so I remember liking Bud Light Lime for a very specific reason. When Agnes and I were in Vegas, and oh my God, Nick, you look
so fucking fat. I was, man. Like, I don't like calling myself out, but I'm like, that's 2022. That's like before. Like, holy shit, man! Look at that. Yeah, that's mid-August. Like, wow, I was fat in mid-August of 2022 when I was doing a lot of biking at that point.
Well, you can't outbike a bad diet, right? But
no.
I'll just tell you quickly.
I'm still going to say I still have a bad diet, but at least I moderate.
It's a better bad diet. Betterly bad diet. But so when I just went to Vegas for the first time, I'm going to say 2010. I may have my year wrong, but anyways, in our hotel, you had all these expensive restaurants, like, go here and spend $100 on lunch, $100 US, or there's a pizza place. And there was some, I don't know, no name pizza place. It was like whatever, Luigi's Pizza or some fucking shit. It wasn't a chain brand. It was in a hotel, and for $5 US, so whatever, $7 Canadian, you got a big ass slice of pizza and you got a beer of your choice, and basically it was Bud Light Lime and one other thing. So I guess I would go every day for lunch and grab a big ass slice of pizza and a Bud Light Lime for like $7. Like, oh, this is a great deal. And they gave it to you in a plastic cup, and they filled that shit right to the top where you spilt it while you were carrying it back to your table. So that's, and then I bought a bunch of Bud Light Lime and then realized it actually wasn't very good. I bought a 2-4 and I regretted that decision.
So what I'm hearing is you were really drunk down in Vegas. You didn't know the difference.
Oh, in Vegas, yeah, no, and
I
no,
totally
and
know
like
that.
2 in the morning. Here's the thing they don't tell you about Vegas. They say Vegas never sleeps. Bullshit. You want to gamble 24/7. You want to drink 24/7. That's fine. You want to get something to eat at 2 in the morning. You've got one choice. Yes, my friends, it's Denny's. You go to Denny's at 2 in the morning. Oh man, all their greasy food is so fantastic. After just walking, like literally walking like 10 kilometers back and forth on the strip and getting drunk because every time you go to a liquor store, you grab another beer and you're always drinking the whole time. And then you just waddle your way into Denny's. You're like, I just want a triple greasy burger with like egg and hash browns on it. And they serve it to you and it's amazing.
And now it costs $45 just for that.
Oh, probably. I mean, it was a pretty good deal back then, but yeah, we're going back. We're going back quite a while, and I think Vegas isn't doing so good right now. So it might, yeah, the prices may have gone up.
So yeah, I was mentioning earlier Red Horse beer. That's Red Horse beer.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
out of
heard
the
it.
Philippines.
I've seen that can before, but I don't think I've ever. I don't think we have that at the LCBO.
Yep. This is imported by San Miguel Brewery out of the Philippines. Yeah. Oh, product of Vietnam. Okay.
Ooh,
Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look at this. I gotta look this up because I keep thinking like Red Horse, Dark Horse beer. You ever see Dark Horse beer? Now, I wonder if that's something you guys get in Ontario or Alberta because that could be a BA 101 for us.
Dark Horse. I know there's a whiskey called Dark Horse, but why am I looking on Amazon? They don't have
Red
it.
Horse beer. Oh, it's a Red Horse beer from the Philippines, but it's distributed by San Miguel. I've had San Miguel before.
We do not have Dark Horse, and I'm assuming we don't have Red Horse either. Nah, bro, we have none of those things.
Oh, I'm not thinking Dark Horse. It's Black Horse. Look up Black Horse.
I don't think we have it anyway because the LCBO they have a pretty reasonable search where they'll search both words. So I'll try it, but they just came up with a bunch of wines that had the word horse in them.
There you go. Black Horse Lager. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
Newfoundland beer.
We got Tall Horse, Shiraz, One Horse,
Tall Horse
VQA. That one, oh, that is some year of the horse wine, and Matthews Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't even know what that has to do with horse, but
That's a fucking wine. What the fuck?
oh yeah, no, I like all it found is wine. We have literally no beer at the LCBO that has the word horse in it.
Anyway.
It's a cool story, bro. So
Cool
anyway,
story, bro.
so I did open this one, the Apoc Painkiller, named after Dan. So again, to remind you, it's a smoothie sour with pineapple, orange, and coconut. So theoretically, this should give Joe a bone. Now, I will say, well, both these are classified as slushies. One of these things is not like the other. This is the Milton Dew, which looks to me like kind of a regular beer or maybe a juice or something. And this to me looks like a slushie. So I would absolutely not classify these both as a slushie. So, but
Yeah, that one looks more like a slushy because it's got more pulp in it. So
yeah, this one just looks like this is the beer. Like this makes a hazy look fucking clear. Like this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That is redonkulous. But that's how you might do, because remember, you go to like a convenience store back in the day, you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna mix 18 different things in the slushy thing. And then have this disgusting sugar concoction that's gonna give me a headache for 3 weeks. Although it didn't then.
Or if you're a teenager, you're invincible and there is no such
Yeah, I was gonna say back then I was young, dumb, and full of cum.
Holy mackerel, there's a lot of food here. My goodness.
Ugh,
Well, whatever you don't finish, send it my way. I'll take care of it for you.
definitely jealous of your food. All I had for supper tonight was a McDouble.
Yeah, Dan, send your food to Nick. He needs it more than you do.
Obviously.
Yep. I need
Apparently, I can't eat properly because I spilled on myself. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Ah,
Dude, you're wasting your fucking food.
You should be eating some corn.
Hmm.
You should mellow corn. So we finally did Unibrew Lafindamon as a BA101 in
We did.
November of 2023. Oh,
You know-
shit, is that fucking scary? That's almost 3 years ago.
Don't start looking at how old BA 101 is, Nick. It's getting old.
Yeah,
you.
really. You're old like me.
Remember, you started the
Dan's
show
older.
skinny. You started the show skinny, got fat, now you're skinny again.
I wasn't skinny when we started the show.
Well, you're skinnier.
I was, yeah, I got pretty fucking fat.
To be fair, you're not skinny now. I'm just being nice.
I'm definitely skinnier than I was.
You're skinnier, and that's the important thing.
I am my weight right now. Yeah, I am skinnier than I've been in like 20 years at this point. The last time I weighed about 200 pounds was when I lived out west in Calgary. In the time frame before my ex-girlfriend moved down to live with me in Calgary. So it was like the 2 months I was saving up for an apartment, I lost like 20 pounds.
Well, you were having to bench press that Haas that you were dating at the time, so you were fucking gaining a lot of muscle then.
The what? I was gaining a lot of muscle trying to lift that chick that I was dating.
Yes.
Wow.
Between when she was pooping on the couch or whatever she was doing.
Or like where she left shit stains in my computer on her computer chair.
Yeah.
We had matching computer chairs that I got for cheap over at Staples at the job I had.
Were they matching by the end of the relationship?
They were not. Mine was clean.
Did she
Hers
decorate
was
them
not.
for you?
I ended up selling both. I ended up having to clean hers off with a fucking with some paper towel and cleaner, trying to get the shit stain out of it. She had a habit of sitting on her chair naked. Or no panties on.
I mean, with some women that's attractive, but when you apparently can't wipe your ass properly, that's less.
When
less
she's
attractive.
300 pounds, is not as anyway. Let's not go there.
Yeah, and let's also not weight shame, because just because you're a bigger person does not mean you don't know how to wipe your ass. You not knowing how to wipe your ass means you don't know how to fucking wipe your ass.
I would also argue, considering that at one point in my life I was over 300 pounds, when you get that big, it becomes difficult to reach.
Yeah, that's what you get, like a back scratcher with like a sponge on it or something. And then the bidet is the answer to everything. But if you don't have a bidet, you just get like a fucking.
I said bidet, sir.
You just get something. You get barbecue tongs. You put like a sponge on it, and then you just wipe your ass like that.
You just like use a stick. Fuck.
Also, everyone should have a bidet.
Next thing you'll tell me that this guy here had difficulty wiping his ass.
I mean, we don't know the status of that man's ass, but let's not dwell on it too much.
I didn't at that time.
Let the pawn shop that you sold the chair to deal with it.
The cash converters on Northmount Drive, Northwest in Calgary. Dan probably knows where that used to be.
Yeah, Dan bought the chair.
Oh! Nope.
I went to Costco for my chair. Thank you very much.
Costco for your chair. Do you know what cash converters I'm talking about though? Like, how long have you been in Calgary, Dan?
This is my 26th year I've been here.
This converters even exist? Like, it doesn't exist where we used to be on
cash converters are a thing anymore, because I've looked it up on a map. I don't think they're there anymore.
They
used to exist in
Ontario. They moved
it
down, and now it's by Calgary Buy and Sell.
Calgary Buy and Sell.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that. Like the one I used to frequent was like Oh shit! What's the name? There's like used to be like a drive-in fries place or something. They used to have good like seasoned fries.
I swear Cash Converters
Peter's
gave us the fucking most ridiculous prices. Like, so, I had some Nintendo 64 games I wanted to sell. And remember, Nintendo 64 games back then, they were like $100 a pop, right? So there's a microplay. I don't know if you guys know what microplay is, but it was like
I remember microplay.
Yeah, so they used to exist. There's a microplay and a Cash Converters, and they were like right across the street from each other. So me as a kid, I went with a bunch of N64 games, and went to microplay, and they were like, again, keep in mind these games were about $100 each to buy, and they were offering me like $40-50 a game, depending what the games were, so about half price. I said, okay, whatever. I went over to Cash Converters to see what they would do for it, and they offered me $10 a game. I was like, these are like new games that cost $100. Yeah, no, they're used. That's all we can give you for them. Like, you're literally just taking advantage of me because I'm 14 years old. Go fuck yourself.
That's right. So there, Dan, that's the Northmount Drive Cash Converters that was there like 19 years ago.
Yeah, and that one closed down permanently when it closed.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
The one
there's a liquor store there now. Oh no, it's Cash Converters.
Yeah, they had the fumigate.
Is they a liquor store now?
Chairs they bought.
So that's when they closed. It's like between 2012 and 2014. Man, he was there for a while because like 2009. I left Calgary, that area of Calgary, in 2007. And I remember selling a whole bunch of shit to that I probably shouldn't have sold to that guy. And yeah, 2012, the guy was still there. I can't remember his name. Was it Tim? I can't remember. It was some Asian guy.
I think we're getting the weeds here.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I don't think it matters. Is Tim the Asian dude? Seems like a good fella. I hope he's doing well.
Medical Center. What's their name?
He died during COVID.
Yeah, right. He might have. But I remember that's the Cash Converters I used to sell all kinds of stuff to, because like I'd buy like toys and try and play with them, and then I ended up reselling it. I resold a whole bunch of shit when I lived out there. Because
wait, but toys?
I had to pay for my ex-girlfriend's fast food budget somehow.
Well, we have thoughts on that, but anyways, but what kind of toys were you buying? Like, were you buying like sex toys and they didn't work out for you?
I know your mind goes there, Greg. No, it was tech toys. It was like any kind of computer part, like video cards or.
Oh, okay. I was thinking sex toys are actually
like iPods. Like we're talking like 2007, so it was iPods was a thing.
Oh shit! Yeah, you could put like what 2,000 songs.
And they were the people that bought my old bike and that I bought when I was in Calgary, and the chairs, the office chairs when I left.
Oh yeah, it
was a Cash Converters. They would buy everything, right?
If it's so, Nick, if it was two chairs that started out the same, did they give you the same price for both, or did they give them to you?
I'm pretty sure they gave me like $25 for both of them.
Okay, so
like $25 each, but like
they told the teenager working in the back to just take the one with shit stains and just power wash it till it looks better. Otherwise, just throw some paint on it.
I think I got most of the shit stain out that they didn't notice.
Oh, there you go, Nick. You're a real trooper there.
I'm a real trooper.
Right. So
anyway, we gotta get down to the thoughts we have.
I was gonna say this is the most off the rails.
We've done this for like 53 minutes, and we still are doing 2 beers apiece.
This is what happens when we don't have Lady Lee to guide us in the right direction.
Right. So, Greg, you're first. Go ahead.
Okay, I have thoughts. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you. So
right?
yes,
you have thoughts.
So we're doing a Milton Dew. So this is a regular. They call it a slushy. It's listed as a slushy. Although on the can it's a sour soda ale. And of course, you got the APOC pill painkiller, Milton Dew painkiller. They're two incredibly different looking beers. Maybe the camera doesn't quite pick it up, but this is like, you can't see through that. You can't really see through this one either, but it is somewhat clear. Anyways, so we'll start with the Milton Dew. So style, sour soda ale. This does not rate well on anything because it is not sour, and I don't get soda from this. What I do get from this is, thank you, Nick. It tastes like a wheat beer, or I would say even like a Hefeweizen. It tastes like a very like a full wheat beer, mixed with maybe maybe like a light orange juice or something. Almost like it could be like an orange Vice, although it is a stronger orange flavor than you get from a typical Vice. So I will tell you, I've never bought this before. I will not make that mistake again because this is fucking awesome. I love this. This is fantastic. So, I mean, as a style, it doesn't fucking even come close to what it's saying. It's as they listed in the brewery. It's not a fucking slushy. It's definitely not a sour soda ale because this is sweet. If anything, it's not at all thing. So style, I can't really go very high on. I can't really go more than 5 because they basically lie about the style. But I'm going to go the opposite of personal enjoyment. This is like a 9. This is fucking amazing. So I will absolutely be buying this again in the future.
That's that Third Moon Milton Dew. 9.
Yeah,
for style? What is it? What is 8 for overall?
No, I'm giving it a 9 for overall. This is fucking fantastic.
So 9 and 9. 9.
9. No, I gave it a 5. A 5 for style, 9 for overall enjoyment. You can tell Nick's not listening to me. That's okay.
I know. Well, that's
and then we got
8% beers.
Yeah, so I love this. They just fucking mislead you completely with the style because, in my opinion, this is basically seems like a wheat beer that they just mixed with some orange flavoring, and it fucking is awesome. Like I'll be buying a bunch of this. This is a summer beer for sure. And I thought that was gonna be absolutely gross, and it is not. On the other hand, you got APOC painkillers. So smoothie sour with pineapple, orange, coconut. Yep, you taste all those things. It's like a fruity pineapple drink, which is basically what a slushy ends up being. So, I mean, for style, says everything it's going to say. It's got the flavors it says it does. It's nice and thick.
You're nice.
Well, thank you, Nick. I would probably give it. I'd probably give it an 8 for style. It doesn't lie about anything. Gives you the experience you think it's going to say. It's definitely a slushy. Definitely a slushy. Now, unfortunately, personal enjoyment, that's where the beer falls apart. Because number one, you smell it. It took me a while to figure out what the smell is. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I think I pinpointed it. It smells like a wax candle. Possibly a flavored, possibly not a flavored, a scented candle. Yeah, there's a weird waxiness to it. Probably one of the worst smelling beers I've ever had. Luckily, it does taste better than it smells. You definitely got the pineapple, and the pineapple's number one. I mean, basically, it's in the order they list them in. Pineapple, orange are the strongest flavors. The coconut's there, but you have a full wheat beer for me. Is that like some? Is that some ejaculation? I think that's some ejaculation.
I'm just noticing Chad's comments in there. It does. Yeah, I have full wheat. I'm just replying to somebody. I'm assuming it's to Greg because he's been talking for a while.
Yeah. I think Chad is implying that he wants to ejaculate on me with his wheat babies.
Hey, I'm wearing my old staff shirt from the 2016 fest.
I have a staff shirt that I didn't even have to work for. I just got it for free.
See, I actually helped count tickets at the fucking drink beers and count tickets at the 2016 fest when this shirt came out.
Yeah, well, if you had
10 fucking years ago, man. Holy shit.
If you had banged Christy in the back, then maybe Chad wouldn't be where he's at right now. Just take that with a grain of salt.
You saying
anyways,
his last kid's actually mine?
Sure.
The entrapment kid, like the last.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I'll keep going, Greg.
I love how I can just plant the seed.
Said no one, you know.
I love how I just plant the seed.
I'm drunk if I'm telling Greg to keep going.
Jesus Christ, Nick, you just run with that. That's amazing, Nick. Here, bravo, good sir, bravo. Anyways, I'll finish up.
I'm really literally between a Greg and a hard place here.
Anyways, I don't like this very much. It is. I think everything it claims to be is on here, but unfortunately, it is a slushy. If you like just tropical drinks, like I can't really pinpoint anything. It's not pina colada, but if you go on a tropical resort, you just want random tropical shit. Wow,
Wow, Chad, what the fuck?
That is quite the accusation. Personal enjoyment, the smell really takes a lot away from me. Otherwise, it's a tropical drink. If you like that, you like that. I mean, it's nowhere near a beer, but I wouldn't expect a slushy to be. I give it a 6 out of 10 for personal enjoyment. It's not saying I ever want to drink again. It's also not gross either, other than the smell. The smell's kind of gross, but once you get past that, it's fine. It's just, it is what it is. I wouldn't really want to drink it again, to be honest, but it's a 6 out of 10. It's not awful. I'm probably overrated.
That's a 9 and a 6 for that one, right?
Oh my God, Nick! No, it was an 8 and a 6. So Nick, I'll do it in order. So Milton, style.
I got it. 5 and a 9, and then 8 and a 6. Okay.
8 and a 6. There you go, Nick. I got you back. Now don't let anyone's dad
It's
get
just
you
like
pregnant.
Christy's got her dad's back shots. It's just okay. So
Wow! Jesus Christ, Dan, you follow that up.
all right, Dan, your turn.
Fuck it, I'm out. Okay. Well, I feel like I just did not bring anything to the table today. However, that being said,
I feel like Dan was actually pretty faithful to the whole concept of what can you get at the gas station, and you did buy those at a co-op, so you got it at a grocery store.
Yeah, Nick would have kicked me off if I wasn't the only one that joined tonight.
yeah, probably.
I like the fact that you kind of picked what reminds you of a 7-Eleven slushy.
That's where I went with that.
Which is fair.
So let's do this. I'm having a burger. I'm having some wings. I'm having some sweet potato fries, and I'm having a beer. You know, I'm not complaining about the way this is actually complementing the food. It's not something I would gravitate to because it's a premium lager. I mean, we know when they say premium lager, we know that it means pretty much this is a well-bought piece of garbage beer, but it does well over there. I am not complaining about it. It does have a nice little bitterness to it. It does have sort of it's not you're drinking it and you don't know what it is from there. It's actually pretty decent. It works, and in all honesty, I don't mind this. For the style, probably wouldn't buy it again myself, but I mean the style works for its premium lager.
Jesus, great.
Wow. So, Greg, if you unmute yourself, we can actually hear you.
Well, because Chad made a comment I had to approve that he said I like it nice and thick, and YouTube had to fucking censor that until I approved it.
You know what? It still doesn't show on my side, so I don't see that comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the third comment Chad made. It says Greg likes it nice and thick.
That's what she said.
But the incest comment was fine.
Right. Anyways, for the style, 7. Enjoyability, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say 6. I'd probably just have it if I was really drunk and I just want something else. Now the one I have not had yet, the Tatra. Coming at 5.5%. I mean, the color difference between the two is almost comparable, but not quite. So the smell, traditional recipe. So I'm not quite sure what does it actually follow the purity laws? Natural ingredients.
I don't know if Polacks follow any
It's
laws.
Polacks, probably
Right.
not. But I mean, I think it does. Like I don't think it's like.
Exceptional tetra. Yeah, it doesn't say what it is. It contains barley, apparently. So go figure.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, if it complies to Rahanskabad, it would contain barley.
What the fuck?
What?
I'm sorry. I got like an orange, but a small licorice taste off of that.
Okay.
Okay. This is more of a sweet beer than a bitter beer. You know, you're not wrong. Actually, I wouldn't. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to put it this way. This is a unique beer that I actually am not disappointed in. The flavor behind it is not like a traditional lager or ale. It's got a sweetness behind it. Small bready note, but it does have like a touch of an orange, but also a hint of like I want to say licorice, but it's kind of there, but not really. I'm taken back by this beer. And to be honest, it's going down a lot better than this one. I like that. It's nice. It's easy drinking. It works for what a beer is. It would you can down like 4 of these and then get nicely drunk and still want more. And I mean, these are full 500 milliliter cans. They're not the 478s. So I mean, 2 liters of this beer, yeah, okay, you'd be fucked. But yeah, I actually like that. So I'm not exactly this. I don't know what kind of style they have because it doesn't really say. It just says exceptional taste, traditional recipe. Is it a lager? Is it an ale? I'm not quite sure. But it's in a class of its own, maybe. So you know what? It's won a couple of awards, I guess. Product of Poland, original recipe. So, honestly, this one right now I'm enjoying, and for the style, I don't even know what fucking style it is. So you know what? 8 for the style. Sure, whatever. Enjoyability, obviously, I was taken back by it, and I actually really like it. And you know what? Best before see bottom. Is it actually? It doesn't. Oh fuck! It's a lot numbers. Never mind. You know what? For enjoyability, I'm really liking this. This is going to go down really quickly, so I'm going to say an 8.5 for enjoyability on that.
8.5.
Yeah, color me impressed. I actually would probably go out and buy that a few more times, and
wow.
I'd probably barbecue while drinking the shit out of that. So
wow. So sorry, Daniel, was the Tatra you preferred?
Yeah.
Yep. I wonder what my last Untapped from that is. I'm curious what I thought of it. Because I don't think I've had that Kozel. I've had versions of Kozel, but I don't think according to Untapped anyway, not specific. I don't like Tatra. No, actually it's not bad. I give it a pretty decent rating. I give it a nick out of 5. 3.75. There we go. That's not bad at all.
Nick, what? Okay.
So 7.5 out of 10. So there you go.
Yeah. It's
okay.
Basically, I thought it was pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I usually quite enjoy Polish beers, but Tatra seems to hit or miss depending upon which batch for me.
Probably true. And also,
yeah.
Also, how long has it sat on a boat coming from Europe? Although I don't know, maybe they brew that one in North America.
I was going to say my recollection. Nope. I haven't had Tatra in years, but my recollection is I liked Kozel back better than Tatra. But hey, Dan's description of Tatra sounds really good.
Hey, we can do anytime you want, Nick. We can do a Polish beer night and do some comparisons.
Well, I can't get any Polish beers here, so you'd have to send them to me,
Well,
which I'm sure you're okay with, considering you haven't
arrange
shipped send me a beer mail in a while. All right, so I guess it's my turn.
Guilt trip.
I am quite buzzed right now and trying to stay above that line of drunk while drinking 2 8% beers back to back.
Have a mellow corn.
Who might be watching is impressed. So, the 2 beers that I'm drinking are Unibrew's Le Fin de Monde and Trailways Ooze. Le Fin de Monde is no stranger to the channel. We've done a BA 101 in this before. I brought this same beer to, I think I just brought it recently to a BYOB themed about, I think it was like Nick beers. And you know what? Like I was saying like turning 46 back in February was the end of the world. So that's the joke. Ha ha ha.
And you're still alive.
It's like one of my go-tos. Like I like this beer. So I always have. I love Belgian triples. It's one of my favorite styles. Do I love this beer as much as I feel like it's not the best Belgian triple. Like I feel like if I were to have to choose between this and like a La Trappe triple, I would probably go with the La Trappe. I would go with the authentic Trappe. And then there's like a certain amount of taste with a Unibrew that's kind of got that like typical Sleeman / Unibrew taste to it, where it's almost like some of the beers taste similar, but they're different, you know? Like I'm not really sure what I want to go with this, but I feel like there's a certain macroness that's been introduced to this beer. At the same time, like despite that, this thing has got loads of like bubblegum, banana, clove. It's certainly a world-class beer, and it's still pretty freaking tasty. I don't know. I would say I would give this an 8 for style and an 8 for overall enjoyment. I'm definitely going to drink the rest of this. This is pretty tasty. But I will also, when you're comparing it to, say, Trailways Ooze, this thing, the first thing I really get from this is how dangerously smooth this thing is. In comparison, this thing is a million times smoother, a million times more deceptively drinking, in the fact that it's 8% ABV, but it really doesn't come across as 8% ABV. This is creamy, smooth, a little resiny, lots of passion fruit, tropical stone fruit, a little touch of coconut from the Sabro hops, velvety kind of a consistency to it. When it comes to being a double IPA, like it's hard to do better than this. This is really quite fantastic when it comes to being a double IPA, and this is one of my favorites. And like when we talk about like bringing Third Moon into the conversation, like Third Moon's one of the best like Ontario breweries I've seen for brewing like great double like IPAs in general, or craft beers in general. Like when you start talking about the upper echelons of beer, like I always found like New Brunswick's best brewery is Trailway, and this one is no different. I feel like this is one that people need to try. I'm going to give it a 9.5 for the style and a 9 for overall enjoyment. Just because that is a stellar double IPA that goes down extremely smoothly and really dangerously. And when drinking these two side by side, this one is definitely the better beer. There we go. That's my opinion on these two.
Impressive.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
All
I've
right.
had Findemon before, so there's that.
Yeah. Oh, we've all had Findemon before.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of those iconic triple IPAs. Like this is definitely a great go-to standby. Like, there's nothing wrong with this beer.
Oh no, that's so true because I mean it came in a 4-pack. I was like, oh, I'll buy another 4-pack. Sure.
Yeah. You're not like you buy a 4-pack of this beer, you're not going to regret it. You're going to get 4 great beers, and then you're probably going to buy another 4-pack because it's that good. This, on the other hand, like you're saying, I'm saying this is a better beer. Like, what do you take from it?
Yeah, not
Other than the fact that I'm really tipping the scales here. And obviously,
I mean, you guys brought
along the 2 Tatras.
Yeah, you guys brought some beers. I brought 500 ml beers.
Well, I'm not kidding. Like, I bought this at a superstore. I bought this at a gas station. So these are 2 fair gas station convenience store beers.
And now you might have another shitty computer share to trade into cash converters after he's had a little too much. I mean, I'll throw it out there. I mean, Dan, I'm probably not going to vote for you tonight, but admittedly, if I had a burger, some sweet potato fries, and some chicken wings, yours would be the beers I'd go for because those are perfect companions for such an evening meal.
And it really is. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. I'm very happy with my choices. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I could have brought out some heavy guns, but I could have brought out an 11.9%, or I could have brought out.
It's never too late, Dan. You can still drink it.
Could have brought out Son of a Bee.
Wow.
So speaking of which, like, I guess with one of these episodes, Greg, which of all the beers you heard here tonight, which would you have liked to have tried?
Well, as I said, I've had one of Dan's beers, and the other one, I don't know if I've had that specific one, but I've had a few Kozel variants. I haven't tapped in that one, so I don't know if I've had it and not tapped it in, or if I just haven't had it. So again, I think either one of those would be fantastic. And if this was a episode about pairing a meal, then you'd be winning there because I think those are fantastic companions for what you had. And I also want the meal you just had, even though I'm not hungry at all because I'm actually full because I also had a burger for supper tonight. But I just want to eat your food as well because it looks delicious, and I just want to just gorge myself.
I think Dan's burger wins for sure for tonight.
Oh yeah, Dan definitely has the best burger of the night. Nick, on the other hand, I mean, La Fin de Moon, fucking fantastic, but I've had it many times, so can't really vote for that. And by process of elimination, your ooze is going to win because A, it's purple. I like purple. And that's the only reason it's going to win. You're only going to win because it's purple. Plus, it's a double IPA, which sounds pretty good. And anything I've had from Trailway has been good. I think they're kind of like the GLB of New Brunswick. So I would expect that they probably make pretty good shit. And yeah, that's what I would like to try from them. And I wish we could get some of their stuff in Ontario since they are fairly prolific in New Brunswick. But
yeah, that would be great. All right, Dan, your turn. What of all the beers you heard it today? What you'd like to try?
He wants to try your burp.
That's
right.
See, now you've got the magic question because okay. So I unfortunately I want to say there's 3 beers that I want to try because all 3 of them the 3 out of 4 that you guys brought, I want to try. Crap. Because I like the slush beers, the fruit slush beers. So, I mean, the one that actually coated the glass more than what. I
don't have the glass with me anymore, but that's what it looks.
Yeah, exactly. And it probably went down really smoothly.
Wow, that pretty coats the grass.
It's like your wife says, not on the face today, so you just dump it all in the glass
or the chest. But
that's why the skin there is so smooth.
Yep. But I mean that one got my interest. You sold me on the other one because it was mountain I'm a fan of Mountain Dew. Okay,
Milton Dew.
Milton Dew, yes. And I mean that
Now,
sounds.
I don't mean to. So I don't want to steal you. I don't want to lose your vote or anything. But based on my last tasting of Mountain Dew, which at this point is probably 10 years ago at least, it doesn't taste like Mountain Dew.
So they also changed the recipe of Mountain Dew 10 years ago because they used to have concentrated orange juice in it, and now they don't. And they put caffeine in it when they didn't have any caffeine in it before.
I want to go ahead and get a Mountain Dew now and just compare it to this, see what it tastes like.
Right?
But based on my memory, it does not taste like a Mountain Dew. But
that's fair. That's totally fair. And I mean, ooze. Oh yeah, we're talking Trailway here. However, that being said, I have not had a good slush beer in a very long time. And I would actually go for the excuse me, painkiller, because that sounds
there's
awesome.
Dan singing right there.
The name is amazing. And I would probably go with that because, you know what? Fuck it. It's my handle. So I would have picked that up over everything else.
I do actually think you and Chris would love this beer. I think Mr. Lee, if I handed this to him, would probably murder me. But yeah.
And the shitty part about that is those don't travel well.
No. Actually, the guy was telling me, he's like, in case you don't know, get this to a fridge as quick as you can and don't let it get warm. And they don't ship these beers typically. And I was asking him, like, do you guys ship them all? He's like, we only ship them if it's like minus 20 or below. Otherwise, we don't ship them at all. Like, we don't even give you the option to order. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
It's not like that common that it's minus 20 for a long period of time in Ontario. So that basically means they don't really ship it at all. So,
and the reason for that is because it's still it actually expands in the can. It can explode because it's still
it's got a little
in the can.
It's got a nuclear symbol on it.
Yeah.
So keep refrigerated at all times. Contains unfermented fruit. If not kept refrigerated, can will eventually burst. Drink within 48 hours. Now, to be fair, this one also says that, so maybe that gives credence to the fact that they do call it a slushy. But a traditional slushy, yes, I would not call it a traditional slushy. Even though I love this beer, I would not call it a slushy.
I would totally agree with you on that. So, and I've had slushy beers before, and yeah, they want you to have it upside down. They want you to have it in the fridge at all times so it doesn't ferment quickly because of the fruit and doesn't explode. So
they both had semen at the bottom. You got to give it that little shake at the bottom and then pour that semen into it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So I mean, the painkiller wins for me tonight.
To be fair, it is a Dan beer.
Mm-hmm. More ways than one. So yeah,
tell him phasing it out, in and out here.
Nick, you better vote and go to bed. Although, have him go corn first.
Right. Dan's picked Painkiller, obviously, because it's got his name in it.
And it's a slush beer, and I haven't had a good slush beer in a long time.
So, I was going to say the one that interests me the most, of all the beers I heard here tonight, obviously can't pick my own. The Mountain Dew from Greg. I love Mountain Dew. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in a while, but I like the taste of Mountain Dew. That one sounded really interesting. But the thing that piqued my interest is I've had Dan's beers, Kozel and Tatra before. But when you're talking about the beers that you got and how it would go great with food, I've been really on a big lager kick lately. And I keep thinking, I would have, on memory, picked Kozel over Tatra, but your description of Tatra really piqued my interest. I was going to vote for Tatra as my beer of the night. Because when you're talking about, what beers would you get at a grocery store? I mean, let's face it, like Greg's beer wouldn't actually be sold at a grocery store.
No.
But it's themed after, like a slushy you would buy, which I'm cool with. But I'd be torn. I would love to try that Mountain Dew, but I would also like to try Tatra. So I'm going to go with the theme, Dan's beer, which means
There we
we got
go.
a three-way tie between
Well, if
Tatra,
Chad,
Ooze, and the Painkiller.
well, if Chad is still in the chat, let him vote and let him be the tiebreaker. Otherwise, I guess you just end up with a three-way.
If Chad or there's one person viewing, there's one person in the chat, like what which one
I'm
would you like to try?
I'm viewing, so and the only people that have commented are me,
I see
Dan, and
two.
Chad.
That's probably
So.
Dan.
No, I'm actually looking at the comments actually in StreamYard, so someone else might be there.
Okay, well, Chad, if you're out there, it's been a long time, man. But
it may have been me because I think I was on my phone and my iPad. So I think it's kind of.
I see one.
Yeah, I'm still watching it on my iPad, but I don't. Chad may be. Hold on, let's look on YouTube. Is Chad may have gone online? So I think.
That's what I wonder. Did Chad go online?
I don't see him being live, so I don't. He doesn't show up as live for me, so not that I'm aware of. But anyways, we can fucking keep it a three-way tie, and I don't know. Well, some people can vote in our chat, and we'll reveal the winner next week.
Well, you know what? It wouldn't be the first three-way you've had.
So
no, it wouldn't be.
I mean, we could do it this way as well. As much as I want Greg's, you brought up a good point. You had a theme for the show, which is: would you buy a beer at the store or a gas station? And the beer that I chose would not be showing up in a store or a gas station because of the volatility of it. So I'm gonna have to say I think Nick would win on this one because he actually bought it at a store. And I mean, my vote doesn't count.
Dan, I'll have you know that I will still eat your burger and chicken wings, but I'm gonna glare at you while I do it.
I know it. I totally understand that because at the same point in time, I appreciate what you've done there, Greg, but I think we're gonna have to play by the rules here.
So is Dan as part of the tiebreaker trying to change his vote to Ooze?
Well, you know what? We got to have a winner. So did Dan's Ooze, or sorry, Nick's Ooze wins because Dan pulled a Lee Russell.
I didn't pull Lee Russell. I'm pulling the overtime rules. We pulled the overtime rules. We're looking at the overtime rules, and like the rule states, what does it says grocery store or gas station beers, and rule 1A-5C3, Greg is disqualified.
Oh, wow. Well,
sorry, Greg. I still want your beer, but
that's all right. I'm enjoying my Iron Pig Pale Ale now, so I've moved beyond that slushy. Iron Pig, it's their flagship beer, and it's pretty decent for what it is.
So, in absence of Mr. Albino Rhino voting, we're gonna go with this as the winner.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
it's the winner.
Sounds good to me. Trailway Ooze. You can pick this up at your local superstore in New Brunswick. Any superstore in New Brunswick probably carries this. And this is a stellar beer. I wouldn't be surprised if I found that in the fucking corner store in Kingston. Like, I didn't see it. I don't remember if I saw it there, but I know I already bought it.
I thought Nick was going to say he wouldn't find it surprised if he was in bed with him in the morning.
That could be a good possibility too.
I
didn't know now. He's going to take the winner. He's going to take the winners home.
I didn't know there. I didn't know there's a hole at the bottom.
I am king of the convenience store tonight, or grocery store. So I feel like this is a good thing we could probably possibly do again with more people. But no, we got a good night.
I'm looking forward to the future when Lady Lee can talk about how much she thanks Rob Ford. Sorry, Doug Ford. Right. I can't get the Ford for bringing stuff into convenience stores because I know she'll have nice.
We just have to rely on her to not eat bad seafood and then show up for a night.
Rely on her from seafood.
No, rely on her to not be a woman. We'll just leave it at that.
For not having her menzies.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's exactly it, but
It's
close
probably
enough.
not. Yeah,
Close enough.
close enough. Anyway, well, I guess that's it. I don't know what we plan for next week.
Drinking more beer.
Well,
There you go.
we're gonna have a beer next week. That's what
Well,
we're gonna do.
by
We're either gonna
next
do a
week-
hangout. What?
I was going to say by next week, Lady Lee might have some of the collective arts beers, so potentially we could do one of the collective arts beers. If not, we could do a hangout, I suppose.
Did you buy the IPA number 33?
No, I forgot to go. I'm going to go tomorrow and pick them up. So
Right.
tomorrow, Friday. Either way, I'll get them. Don't worry
So
about me.
I already have IPA number 33. If you get it and Lady Lee ordered it and we have it in time, sure, we'll do that one. Other than that, that's summer ale. I got to pick up that summer ale and that sour.
Yeah, I have an LCBO. It's that has all three of them, so I'll hit that one up and get them. And then
Okay.
there's a Flying Monkeys beer too, but Lady Lee can't get that one, so I don't know if we can do that. But
that kryptonite.
yeah, and I don't think there's a new Flying Monkeys beer. I think Dan already had it.
I think I did. Yeah.
Whatever
I
that was.
gotta take a look and see like what Flying Monkey stuff I can get. Because I know I have a can of kryptonite in the fridge, the smooth lager, 7% smooth lager.
Mm.
I'm looking to see what I can get from Flying Monkeys right now. We did Space 8 Sunshine. I have a can of smooth lager right now, the kryptonite. And the other two are Juicy Ass, which we've done, and Sparkle Puff, which we've done. And if we were to do Juicy Ass, I'd have to get one soon because they're almost out of stock.
I mean, I almost always have Juicy Ass in my fridge, although ironically not right now. But most of the time I have Juicy Ass in my fridge. So anytime you want Juicy Ass, we can do Juicy Ass.
Here's a thought. Have we done Juicy Ass on B101?
Oh, I'm sure we've done Juicy Ass.
I'm going to take a look because that's one
Maxwell
we should do. If we
Star Juicy Ass. Oh, wait, that's his OnlyFans profile.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wrong
Okay.
site, wrong
I'm
site.
not even fucking kidding you guys. So I looked up Maxwell Star Juicy Ass, and this is literally the first video that came up.
Wow, what the fuck? That's like Lady Lee shit.
I mean, guys only dating. Okay, well, let's
Wow.
I mean, listen. I'm glad that
I
Maxwell
mean, that's
Star.
the most DA
supports
101
Pride Month.
of folks, but
Let's try Maxwell Star beer and see if that gets us something. Yes, beer analysis 101. Wow, 7 years ago, Nick. We could do a re-anal. Let's see who's on it. So we got Radar Sexton, Greg with a cowboy hat for some fucking reason, and Fat Nick.
oh, is this like your cowboy hat phase?
No, I think it's like a hat, my wife's hat or something I have on. I don't
Yeah.
think it's an actual. Hold on, let's
Wow.
get Greg.
Cowboy.
Yeah,
Greg.
yeah, no, it's like my wife's
That's
sun
not
hat.
even that's not even a cowboy. It's like sun hat shit.
Yeah, it's like my
A
wife had that.
sombrero,
and
a Greg
I-
Guerrero.
I just threw it on. There we go. So
Back
there's
to that old painting you had over your head.
I mean, that's still in my wife's. I think it's in her office at this point. But we still got that painting.
Okay, well,
We don't-
I have
we
to keep
don't
that.
know
Maybe
the
I'll
content
have to
then.
buy a can of that to see if I can find one. I have to buy a can of that to maybe do a reanalysis. That'd be fun.
I mean, and Juicy Ass is super
I
easy to
remember
get.
it.
I mean, Dan, can you get Juicy Ass?
Well, I might be able to, but guys, we're forgetting one thing here.
Uh-oh, what are we forgetting?
Isn't next week Canada Day?
Oh.
Is it next week?
That's the end next
Holy
week. It's the end
shit!
of Pride Month, too,
Next
so we
Wednesday is Canada Day.
we don't have
We
to
should
get
totally be doing a Molson Canadian reanalysis.
I would do it, Nick. I wouldn't be happy about it.
We need to do.
No.
Oh, cold shots. We should do cold shots 6.0 tomorrow next week.
Oh God. Well, luckily the LCBO where I can get the fucking collective art stuff also sells cold shots and singles there, so I can get
Yeah.
one and not have to buy a fucking 6-pack of that. Because that 7.1 was trash. I don't want to.
Okay. Next week we're gonna do fucking cold shots. I'll buy a 8-pack or whatever that shit is. And Dan, you guys can get singles.
Nick is gonna drink all 6 of them.
I'm not gonna drink all 6 of them. I'm gonna give like 4 of them to Scott.
So, Greg,
Give 2 of them to Brandon.
Double hate me tonight. I'm sorry.
2 to Brandon, 2 to Scott, and 4 to me.
You know what, Dan? I don't hate you at all because the awful beers are the ones that are the most fun. Like I'm actually kind of upset that I actually didn't hate this more because the smell of this is so bad, but actually the taste I can't really complain. It's just a tropical drink. I really wanted to hate this because I wanted to rant about it, but it's not a hate-worthy beer. Whereas the one last week was fucking awful, and I expect 6.0 to be fucking awful too. So,
all right. We're already at the longest ass episode of BA101 episode ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss like a fucking racehorse.
Like only having 3 of us. I would say like let's do Molson Canadian cold shots next week and call it Canada Day. Sound good?
Happy Canada Day, fuckers and mothers.
All right, there we go.
Great.
There's a penis warranty.
Oh, there we go. Penis warranty guide. All right.
There we go.
Oh. All right, I got to piss like a racehorse.
I really got to piss.